So, my name is Karime Golpe, and this is my process when making a project. The theme of this project is a water museum. The first thing I did was open the sketchbook, and as a first step, I started drawing the floor plan. I started breaking down more or less what I wanted. I knew I didn't want it to be completely flat, so I decided to insert a circle and triangles to make it more interesting. While I was drawing, I asked myself what I wanted to convey. I wanted to convey modernity, tranquility, floaty waves, fun, curiosity, among other things. I wanted them to have different heights, so I joined the different figures to know the number of heights they would have. Until this step, I already knew that I had three figures with different heights. Then I started with the front, which was what was going to define the height of my project. I started with the middle figure being the smallest, even so I didn't like it at all, so I tried drawing other heights until I reached it on that light. I started with the middle figure being the smallest, even so I didn't like it at all, so I tried drawing other heights until I reached it on that light. Then I started with the cut to visualize what I wanted to see inside the water museum, relating it to my fascia with my front and floor plan to see my idea more thoroughly. Since I had an idea of my museum, I switched to the Magic Voxel app to convert the museum to 3D. I started drawing the plant, differentiating and visualizing the figures that I was going to use. Since I had the plant, now I did upload the figures to convert them into volumes. Already with the volumes, I started with the inclinations, which for me was the most complicated part. I was adding the colors. I chose white, black, and turquoise blue because they seemed to me a very appropriate contrast with the concept that I wanted to demonstrate between modernity and tranquility. With the corresponding volumes and colors, I went to the render to save photos of the views. I took these views to a sketchbook and began to outline in order to obtain more interesting fronts and perspectives. Since I had all this, I looked for a background that I like and they reflect this concept. What most caught my attention were the mountains. Until I found the right image, then I added my photo montage with a view that goes according to the background. I also searched and added some. For the setting, I downloaded some images from Pinterest. I wanted them to have a hard drawing style, so I downloaded the ones most similar to what I was looking for. Since I had them, I removed the background and pasted it on what I had previously drawn. Since I had all this, I looked for a background that I like and that reflect this concept. What most caught my attention were the mountains. Until found the right image, then I added my photo montage with a view that goes according to the background. I also searched and added some shadows and images of trees and people. As I was going to use mountains as a background, it occurred to me that the idea of my project would be located in Switzerland, more specifically in Mannlichen. At the end, I added my name and my logo. The design of my logo is with my favorite figure, that are the triangles, forming two letters K. To finish, I started with the distribution of my sheet. I knew that I wanted the main look to be that of the photo montage with the background, so I put that one on the right side since it was the view that I liked the most of that of this project. Since I placed it well my trees and the people, my photo montage, so to speak, on the other side of the left side, I put a slightly translucent white line with a perspective, the front cut and the temperature set with the process that previously you were already existed. I put them on this side and from white color to make it look more modern and they are drawn. This makes the project have a little more of this effect or artistic style that I wanted to show something a little more drawn but that looks professional and looks clean. Since I had this from the lower right, I put my full name in a grayish color so that it does not draw so much attention to the side of the translucent box. I put the Anahuac logo in white color so that it may matches one with the entire sheet with everything proposed, and at the top I put my logo with my name that is written in italics. All this, as already said, is distributed like this to make it look more professional, to give it more modernity, to give it more order, so that it does not get lost so much to be read. And finally, I put the location in the middle of the mountains, thus giving a little more indication or so that it draws more attention to the place where it's located.